My name is Ruth Sosa, and I'm from here in Houston, Texas. And this is my car, Imagine Space. It's a stained glass art car. And it's the solar system, so all of the planets are represented. Stars, moons, meteor showers, rockets, the back does have all of my friends' signatures, and thank goodness I have wonderful friends. Without my friends Jenny Wynn and Chris Anderson, it would not have been finished in time for either of the parades. It did take us 2 years to get it to this point, and I think we're finally done. Here's Chacho the Space Gato. He's actually pretty popular. Did take putting it down one piece at a time. It's the only way to do mosaics.
Why did you make an art car?
Well, I live in Houston, so that's what you do in Houston if you do any kind of art. So, and stained glass is my medium.
Hello, my name's Patrick Dailey, and I live in beautiful southern Arizona in a town called Bisbee. These are my art cars. This here is the Temple Bus, made for Burning Man. 20 years ago, we've had this thing to Burning Man at least 6 times. It is just down now. It's a 2-story vehicle. It has where the PVC piping is. It's the top layer. It goes up to another 8 feet, and you can party up there. There's a staircase on the back. Anyhow, this is one of my favorite art cars, but I also have the Nevada car, which was made at the Museum of Art in downtown Reno, Nevada for hot August nights in the early 90s. And it is a people's car. Both of these vehicles are made with David Best. David Best is a wonderful artist out of San Francisco. This is kind of hard to see on this side. So, the Temple Bus and the Nevada car. And the Orange Show is one of my favorite places. When I was introduced to the community of the art car community, it was in Houston.
Hi, my name is Philo Northrup. I live in Reno. I co-founded Art Car Fest with Herod Blank in California, and we showcase street legal daily driver art cars for 20 years there. I've made 7 art cars since 1983, and I'm going to show you 3 of them here. We'll start with this old guy, 30-year-old art car, the Truck in Flux. This venerable road warrior has been a lot of places. It's gone to Houston a bunch of times in the 1990s. It's crossed the Rockies twice. Can your sculpture do that? Anyway, it's a good old war horse. It's also one of the last street legal art cars that is licensed to drive on the playa at Burning Man. And did that last year and plan to do it again this year. truck and flux aesthetic has ebbed and flowed over the years, hence its name. But it's always had steel flames and a lot of color. This art car is Daisy Singer, and for this car, I started with a new shoebox, a Honda Element, and I wanted to do something antique and curvilinear, starting with that. Hence the old ceiling tin and these horns give it kind of more fluid lines. Everything on this car is about 100 years old. All my art cars have living gardens on them. Some of the plants have been put away for the winter because it's Nevada and it gets cold here. But they'll be coming out soon. And these gardens travel with me when I go. And they traveled in Daisy here to Seattle and down to San Diego and over to Montana and Colorado. This is Philco, my newest art car. And you can see it has a Frigidaire hood ornament. Philco is a company that made a lot of kitchen appliances and radios throughout the 20th century and both world wars. It's also, Philco's kind of close to my name. And this car is a melange of all sorts of mid-20th century manufacturing products. Old car parts and appliances and all sorts of things like that. And been working on this about 1.5 years, still some ways to go, but you know, it's getting there. All this steel, yet these organic bones and horns kind of bursting through. It has a whale rib bone spoiler and deer rib curb feelers. Anyway, thanks so much for visiting. My other 4 art cars have died, unfortunately. That's the thing about this medium and why I think it has a lot of power, is because it's ephemeral. These cars will last as long as cars do. There are pieces of my old art cars on display at Art Car World. That's Herod's Museum in Douglas, Arizona, which you should definitely see. You can also see these and all my art cars and a bunch of my artwork on my website if you're curious. Anyway, thanks so much for visiting, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, my name's Paulette Perlman, and I'm an artist from Panama City, Florida, and I'm sure gonna be missing Houston this year. I've been involved in art cars since 2006. This is my 3rd art car, and it's called The Art Gallery. And this side is all about different designers and women that have produced art. The ties are my father's ties, and it's about dress designers. And the My Little Ponies on top are because they're all individual and we're all individual when it comes to creating art. And then I have my cats on the back. They're outlined in glow stones. And then the license plate has bread tabs, and this is treasures I picked up and people have given me as I've gone around the country. On this side, we have Everything is Art, which is the materials that you use to create art. And a lot of different little vignettes and scenarios of stuff you can use. The butterfly board. So anyway, happy Art Car Day.